Since the release of the Xbox in 2002, we have seen 3 different variations of the console with a vast fan base playing them. Microsoft did an outstanding job creating the consoles. The games get better every year, as well as the features of all the consoles, helping enhance the games. Every year, E3 is sure to excite the gamer inside of you. Get ready to check out some of these E3 moments that will make the Xbox much more enjoyable. Like this video and subscribe to our channel to gain insight into other games and watch great content. If you haven't already, join our notification squad to stay up to date with our videos. Assassin's Creed Origins. Over the years, the Assassin's Creed franchise has grown drastically. Players have been able to play various characters spanning different time periods and experience the game many different ways. Get ready to go back to ancient Egypt for the new Assassin's Creed Origins, set to release October 27, 2017. The game will also be available in 4K on the new Xbox One X. Origins tell the story of one man named Bayek who is the last Madjay. You are tasked with protecting your community. The title is a hint in that it tells the story about how the series Brotherhood came to be. Origins differs from other Assassin's Creed games as it deviates from the normal action-adventure style and is fully an action RPG-style game. Part of this style of game features a skill tree designed to help you play the character the way you want to. They fall into 3 categories, being warrior, archer, and rogue. They aren't completely separate categories, but rather intersect with one another so you can customize and blend. It will be a fresh change of pace to completely alter your assassin style. Are you excited for this game, or do you feel it will be too similar to the others? Forza Motorsport 7. Get ready to grab the wheel and burn some rubber in the 7th installment of the Forza Motorsport franchise, set to release October 3rd of this year. The game will feature over 700 vehicles, including the largest collection of Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Porsches ever compiled. There will also be 30 different racing environments and driver customizations. The driver customization allows players to change how their driver looks from a collection of gear that spans over decades. There is a lot of historical gear, especially of pop culture, to choose. Another new feature in the game will be dynamic weather. Seeing the sun set behind the clouds as you cross the finish line or having water pool up on the side of the track after a rainstorm are a possibility in this game. The new Forza will also be featured in 4K resolution on the new Xbox One X. Forza 7 is said to be the most comprehensive and technically advanced racing game to date. It looks stunning. Now let's see if the new features enhance the game that much more. Do loud engines and slick-looking cars catch your attention? Forza 7 seems like it will definitely deliver in a lot of categories. The Last Night. A post-cyberpunk side-scrolling game by the name of The Last Night looks like a very pretty game that could end up wowing us all. Not much has been released about the game, but the aesthetic appeal alone is sure to keep you curious. It looks as if Studio Ghibli and Blade Runner were huge inspirations for this game. Pixelated, colorful, and cool-looking, The Last Night has been tagged as a launch exclusive as well as a cinematic platformer and will be released in 2018 for PC and Xbox One. It will be exciting to see more videos of this game when they are released, especially if they reveal any gameplay footage. This game looks like it could be a change of pace from other games that have been released within the last few years. There have only been a few side-scrolling games that have come out which have been worthy, such as Limbo and Unraveled. The aesthetic appeal alone looks like it is a worthy game to get a hold of. If there are any Blade Runner fans or anyone interested in dystopian societies, then this game could be one you'd enjoy. Is this a game that could be on your radar to play? Xbox One X. One of the biggest reveals of this year's E3 convention was the new Xbox One X, codenamed Project Scorpio. It is set for a release date of November 7, 2017, worldwide, priced at $499 US. All of the original Xbox One accessories will work with the new console, which is an added feature. Also, this console has been deemed the most powerful console ever created for good reasons. The new console will be released with 6 teraflops of graphical power, which is more than its main competitor, the PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro only offers 4.2 teraflops. Microsoft is using a custom GPU engine on Scorpio that runs at 1172 MHz, a big increase over the Xbox One's 853 MHz and Sony's 911 MHz found on the PS4 Pro. The Xbox One X will also feature an Ultra HD Blu-ray drive which will deliver 4K resolution for movies and entertainment. The console will also come equipped with a 1TB hard drive. With all the variations of Xbox over the years, this one is bound to blow the others out of the water. The console will allow for better games visually, and the console should be very appealing all around. Are you excited for this new console? Need for Speed Payback. An epic-looking game centered around cars is the next game in the Need for Speed franchise. It has already been linked to the infamous Fast and Furious movies, and for good reasons. In Need for Speed Payback, the dialogue seems similar as well as a heist that seems oddly familiar as well. There is a scene in the gameplay where the characters are chasing down a truck in a Ford Mustang. Then, one must jump from the car into a moving semi-truck, just like Michelle Rodriguez and Paul Walker did in the movies. Based on what has been released of the game, it will consist of 3 main characters and will be action-oriented. This makes it even more likely that the movies were a big influence on the creation of this game. It will be released in November 2017 and seems like another game that will be awesome to play. What's not to like? Fast cars and a different style of gameplay compared to the other games? Visually, it looks astounding, and it looks like some cutscenes could even be from a movie. Get ready for a wild ride come this fall because you may feel the need for speed. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Be prepared to fight in the galaxy again when Star Wars Battlefront 2 is released in November of this year. If you didn't remember, this is only 1 month before Star Wars The Last Jedi is released in theaters. What better way to gear up for the new Star Wars movie than to buy the new game? You think this one was planned? Battlefront 2's gameplay is supposed to be much smoother in part to the newly defined class system. This brings an element of strategic team play, and combat should feel much less random like in the original game. The class systems are similar to other first-person shooters in that you can choose what types of abilities, gadgets, and weapons your character uses. They all help in taking over objectives and diversifying the battlefield in the game. The weapons also got a massive overhaul in that there definitely seems to be a difference between all of them. You can even gain various active reloads when using different guns that can power it up for a short time. Another great element to the game. Visually, the game also looks great, and the locations of where you fight are sure to please and get you excited. Middle-earth: Shadow of War. If any of you are fans of Middle-earth in general, or Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, then you may want to consider getting a copy of Middle-earth: Shadow of War, which is the sequel to Shadow of Mordor. The Nemesis system creates unique stories with every enemy and follower, making it personal. You will also confront the evil Dark Lord Sauron and his ring wraiths, fighting your way through an epic new story of Middle-earth. The slogan for this game is, in Middle-earth: Shadow of War, nothing will be forgotten. As far as gameplay is concerned, you can make your way behind enemy lines using strategy, cunning, or brute force to conquer Sauron's fortresses and turn them against him. It is an epic scale of Middle-earth where you forge a new ring and siege epic fortresses to face Sauron and his ring wraiths. One interesting factor of the game is that the followers you have are nemesi of yours that are created through the game. The Nemesis system is something special about this game and definitely helps with the gameplay. It makes it more interesting and engrossing. Get ready to wield the power of your new ring to take down Sauron and his Nazgul. Original Xbox games are coming to Xbox One. It took Microsoft a while to make Xbox 360 games compatible on the Xbox One, and now for the first time, the original Xbox games will be playable on the console. That's right, you can bust out some of those old games you may have been itching to play. The engineers at Microsoft are putting in the hours to make it happen. It is also said that the graphics will be enhanced when played on the Xbox One, similar to playing DVDs and Blu-ray players. Phil Spencer, the head of Microsoft's Xbox division, hinted back in 2015 that compatibility of the original Xbox games could be a possibility. If you were one of those people that heard this and got excited, then it looks like those wishes are going to come to fruition. Xbox 360 games were backwards compatible starting in November 2015, although the games have to be readied for backward compatibility before they are added to the library. Spencer just stated on Saturday that there are now 385 games available in the library compiled over the last 2 years. Also, all Xbox 360 games that were free during the Gold promotions are now compatible with Xbox One as well. Do you have any games that you want to try out first? Call of Duty World War II. Set to release November 3, 2017, the new edition of the Call of Duty franchise will be released. Activision is taking it back to World War II for this game, and it already looks extremely promising. You as the player land in Normandy on D-Day and then fight your way across Europe through iconic places. It looks like the game will be intense and really throw you into the thick of things. It seems as if the game will make you appreciate the camaraderie between soldiers during an important part of history. The 3 game modes will be pretty much the same as usual: campaign, multiplayer, and cooperative. There is a return of the boots-on-the-ground style of gameplay in multiplayer. It is run-and-gun action with authentic weapons, all played in a variety of World War II-inspired locations. Call of Duty World War was the last time we got a taste of action during World War II. It has been roughly 9 years since the release, and technology has come a long way since then. The visuals for Call of Duty World War II should be superb and make you feel like you're in the game even more. Are you excited for this Call of Duty game, or do you wish the studios would have gone a different direction? Anthem. Anthem, the new game developed by BioWare, seems like it could be one of the best new games released on the Xbox One. After all, BioWare already has a track record of making great games such as Mass Effect, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and Star Wars The Old Republic. The game seems to be a mixture of Destiny 2 and The Division in terms of being the next big MMO. It also seems to have influences from the manga and anime Attack on Titan as far as the suits you use. Anthem is set on a planet littered by giant creatures which humans have separated themselves from by building a massive structure known as the Wall. The planet works as an open world with huge environments that players can explore. So far, it seems the terrain is lush and vibrant with a tropical rainforest-type feel. Big trees, stone formations, and rivers seem to take up most of the planet. The story of Anthem is still a little vague aside from a press release stating that players can delve into a vast world teeming with amazing technology and forgotten treasures. It also states that players are called upon to defeat forces plotting to conquer humanity. What do you think of this list we've compiled? Are there any moments from E3 you would have liked to see on here? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our playlist and watch other great videos from us. Thanks for watching.